I think we need a minute to catch our breath from
I
that
mean,
match.
yes, we saw history being created in the first match with Namibia winning against Sri Lanka. Remember, in all previous encounters that were there between Namibia and Sri Lanka had always dominated. Today, between the Netherlands and the UAE, two teams making trying to make an impact. Remember, Netherlands in 2021 did not win a single game in their qualifiers.
Right.
UAE are making a comeback into the World T20 after 8 years. And today, in defending 112, they almost put up a great fight. But
Netherlands managed
a
to.
bunch of Australians, a bunch of South Africans, one born in Tonga, and a New Zealander helped the Netherlands beat UAE by 3 wickets with one ball to
It
spare.
was a very, very close encounter.
Very close,
It was
yes.
so close that they needed like 4 wickets at one point. They needed 4 wickets in hand they had, and they were like 30 odd runs needed of 30 odd balls. It could have
was
really gone
madness.
anywhere.
Yes, I mean-
and this is the definition of a low scoring thriller.
Yeah, this was a slow Bunsen burner thriller if you have to look at it, because look, 112 you would have expected on the same wicket in which Namibia and Sri Lanka played out. You thought they would have scored 120, 130, but no. Apparently 111 was what the UAE could manage. Top scorer was 41, and there were some players in the Netherlands team who really impressed. For example, there was Tim de Leed who was
Yeah.
there, Roelof van der Merwe,
Who,
can
of course, long-time cricket fans will doubtless remember he played a lot of matches for South Africa.
Yes, and was also part of RCB in the IPL. So, rule of Tom Cooper. Tom Cooper also had plenty of success for Western Australia and also for Southern Australia. But at the end of the day, he didn't get a chance. But he's been a veteran in the Netherlands team for quite some time. Those two failed, and it was the others. For example, Scott Edwards, born in Tonga, but living just a few blocks away in Geelong. His father was there at the venue and they cheered him on. No boundaries were hit. Singles and twos, threes. That is how the Netherlands got over the line. And he was ably supported by Tim Pringle. That name, and if you have a look at Tim Pringle, you'll understand that he is the son of a former New Zealand cricketer, Chris Pringle.
Correct.
And Chris Pringle, remember, is famous for using a bottle cork to tamper with the ball in the Faridabad, in the Faisalabad test, where he took 11 wickets. Tim Pringle and Scott Edwards ensured that the Netherlands got over the line. And today we've seen Namibia and the Netherlands stake their claim for that top two spot. Remember, this group now, because of Sri Lanka's loss, has
It's suddenly
been thrown
open.
Yep. So you may have the possibility. Many people are saying, what could happen now? Sri Lanka, if they lose to the Netherlands,
They're all but out.
they're all but out. But if Sri Lanka win their remaining two games, and remember, the UAE also put up a great fight with Junaid Siddiqui, the right arm pacer, taking 3 wickets. Then there was Karthik Mayappan with his leg spinners who really did well for the UAE. I mean, it was this duo, along with Zahid Khan, that ensured that Netherlands lost 4 wickets for 17 runs. And that is why you saw that they needed more than a run a ball towards
Correct.
the end. Not a single boundary was hit, by the way, only singles and twos, and that's how they managed to get over the line. So today, Group A saw some spectacular results.
Yeah,
Namibia, remember, Namibia have beaten Sri Lanka.
Upset
and that
of
too,
the day.
55 runs. Not a close match.
Yeah, it wasn't a close match, didn't go down to the wire, nothing
Absolutely.
of that
This
sort.
went down to the wire. UAE, remember, in 2014 in the T20 World Cup in Bangladesh, they played all 3 games, lost. This is their 4th consecutive loss in the T20 World Cup. Netherlands have broken their streak. So the upcoming fixtures in Group A now will be Sri Lanka versus Netherlands, Namibia versus the UAE.
Correct.
And the weather, unfortunately, day
It's not
after
looking
tomorrow
good.
is not
not
looking
looking
good
good
at
at
all. So that will further harm Sri Lanka's chances. Tomorrow, it's Group B.
And that really is the group of death as far as
Yes.
these round one matches are
Yep,
concerned.
it will be all held at the Belrive Oval in Hobart. West Indies versus Scotland, that's the first game. And then we have a big game, Zimbabwe versus Ireland.
Absolutely.
Those two teams have often produced thrillers in the World Cup. Think about the 2007 World Cup. Think about the 2015 World Cup. Happened at the same venue though. Ireland won by 5 runs. So Zimbabwe have got plenty to work upon.
Absolutely.
So tomorrow those two games are there. But there is also one more match. It is India versus Australia.
Warm-up matches are officially going to be getting underway.
Yes, at the Gabba. But unlike the West Indies, Scotland and Ireland Zimbabwe games, those matches all the numbers that they accumulate will not be counted.
At all.
Yeah, okay, Rajiv Jha, I will just say one thing. You have to prepare yourself for whatever team comes in.
Yeah, because you can't really predict who's going to qualify.
Yeah, I mean, if the situation remains the same, if Namibia win all three, Sri Lanka win their remaining two, West Indies win all three, then and only then you will see India, Pakistan, South Africa, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, and the West Indies. That really becomes a group of death in that case then. Australia, remember 2021 also, that was a real group of death.
Yeah.
Australia, South Africa, England, West Indies, South Africa, and Sri Lanka. I mean, you have to really. Yes, Suyash, not yet confirmed.
Nothing is confirmed at this point. Remember, they'll have to be playing 3 group games each team.
Yes.
So before that, nothing is confirmed. But of course, see, nothing has been ruled out.
Nothing's been ruled out yet. This was just the first day of the T20 World Cup, first game. So, meet Sony, as I had said, tomorrow, West Indies versus Scotland, Ireland versus Zimbabwe, both at the Belrive Oval. West Indies, Scotland is first. After that, it's the Ireland-Zimbabwe game, also at the Belrive Oval. But side by side, there'll also be India versus Australia at the Gabba.
And that we'll be looking forward to a lot because obviously, these are official warm-up matches. And, well, I mean, to be fair, India's practice matches beforehand were pretty mixed. So
Simple rule.
They
Don't
don't
read
count.
too much into a loss or a win. That's all we would like to say. So thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this live. We'll be back with more updates from the T20 World Cup.
And don't forget also to join us live for the dugout. We will be going live in about a little over an hour's time, actually.
Yes, and there's also plenty to look forward to other football fans. And
Yes, El Clasico, Liverpool City, plenty of stuff going on.
yep. So join us for that. Thank you. Bye-bye.